Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the JRS Cars YouTube channel. Friends, today I have a car from Tata Motors. You guessed it, the Tata Altroz Racer, one of the most anticipated cars from Tata Motors this year. Friends, in today's video, I'm not going to talk too much about the design and styling because this car is based on the very beautiful Altroz. Today's review is going to focus on the heart, the 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, 120 bhp, 170 Nm of peak torque. This vehicle is aimed squarely at the Hyundai i20 N-Line. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you whether this car has what it takes to take the crown of hot hatchback in India from the i20. Let's begin straight away. Special thanks to TAFE Access TATA Motors for giving me this Altroz Racer for review. TAFE Access is one of the oldest and largest Tata Motor dealership here in Chennai, located squarely on Anna Salai, just opposite the LIC building. Do check them out if you want to buy the Altroz Racer or any other Tata product. Alright friends, straight away starting with styling. With the Racer specification, you do get this dual tone nature, this particular car being white with a black hood, black roof and these white racing stripes, giving the car a very racer-like appearance. We do get the LED DRLs over here, apart from a very smooth looking bumper. Moving to the side, we do get these 16-inch wheels over here. Looks very sporty in this kind of gunmetal grey, blackish color. We do of course have the camera over here for the 360-degree parking function. Moving to the side profile, very typical Altroz, nothing much has changed over here, apart from of course the blackened element on the roof, giving the car its dual tone nature. Moving to the back of the car, we do of course get the Altroz badging in black and iTurbo plus, this being the Racer, it's identified by this plus badge. And of course, if you look down here, these dual exhaust tips which give the car a really very throaty sound. Tata Motors has said that they've done a lot of work to make the car sound really good. Take a listen. Moving inside, of course, you do get these orange accents everywhere, which is synonymous with the Racer badging of the car. You also get a Racer badge over here. So people with the regular Altroz know that you have got the Racer version. Moving inside, yeah, one important feature of the Altroz, of course, is 90-degree doors. So these open all the way like this to make getting in and getting out of the car extremely very easy, as you friends can see. This being a brand new car, so the interior is still very much wrapped. Seats feel good. The top model does get ventilated seats as well. All variants get a sunroof, as you friends can see, so you can literally put the sunroof down, enjoy the wind in your hair with your Racer. Yeah, so these doors of course open the same 90 degrees. Door pad looks pretty plain and basic, but of course when you buy a Racer, it's all about the driving experience. Jumping inside, okay, the seats have been packed by CD Packaging Solutions. If you want to pack anything, please contact them. Like I mentioned, space at the back is pretty decent. I have decent amount of headroom, good amount of legroom and knee room. However, under the support could have been a little bit better is what I feel. This seat has been set to my driving position and that's the space you get at the back. You of course get rear AC vents and of course a USB-A over here. Apart from that, nothing much to talk about. The back seat, you do of course get an armrest hidden behind this over here. And of course the sunroof, like I mentioned earlier. Let's quickly jump inside, pressing the engine start button. Yeah, the car comes to life. It idles pretty smoothly. From the get-go, you will not realize that this vehicle is a 3-cylinder, and it sounds really very good, my friends. Let's quickly turn on the air conditioning. We do of course get these red ambient lighting here and here as well. This is the key of the vehicle. Looks pretty good. We can unlock the car, lock the car, on the lights and open the boot as well. Let's quickly turn down the air conditioner. The air conditioner actually sounds a bit like an aircraft. Take a look at this. Yeah, really very powerful air conditioning. Sounds a bit like an aircraft over here. So like I was saying, we of course get this touchscreen infotainment system over here. It does feel smooth, responsive and good to use as well. We of course have Watt 3 words, we have a sound demo, surround view. Like I mentioned, this vehicle does get a 360-degree parking camera. Looks really very good. You can go into different views over here and the camera is rotating by itself. Looks pretty good. You do get a normal Altroz, not a racer. I would have liked it if the vehicle was a racer on the display as well. But you can of course move to different cameras over here, 3D view, 2D view, to suit whatever driving condition you like. Talking about steering, it feels good to hold, nice to grip, nice leather wrap steering wheel. We of course get buttons for the audio controls and buttons for your cruise control over here, wiper controls, indicator controls, and of course your buttons for the camera. Again, you get a button for the camera too, and of course the fog lights as well. Overall, I would say the Altroz Racer, it builds on what the Altroz is, which is a very good compact hatchback. But the Altroz Racer is all about the engine and driving experience. Can this vehicle beat the i20 N-Line when it comes to driving experience? Let's find out right away. Give it a rev, bro. Alright friends, driving the Altroz Racer. Yes friends, the Altroz Racer, 1.2 liter turbocharged petrol engine, 120 bhp and 170 Nm of torque. Yes, I would agree to the name Racer seems very excessive for a car with a 1.2 liter engine. But friends, this car feels really very good. It feels grown up, it feels good, it has good driving manners. Let's now try to control my excitement and talk about the actual buying decisions which you would require to know before you can even consider the Altroz. So friends, the car feels good, the seats are comfortable, it has good visibility on all corners. You of course have the sunroof over here which you can cover for lesser lighting, but let's leave it open because we want more lighting inside. Clutch action does feel pretty good. Steering wheel feels good as well. Visibility, like I mentioned, is pretty good. The car does have a really sporty exhaust note, and that really does add to the driving pleasure and experience behind the wheel. Overall, the suspension setup does feel pretty good. The car doesn't feel very stiffly sprung, but at the same time it feels comfortable as well. Looks like Tata Motors has done a little bit of adjustments into the vehicle suspension as well to make it feel that little bit extra sporty and make it worthy of the Racer badge. Another very useful feature which this car has is of course this 360-degree parking camera, which of course doubles up as the indicator camera as well when driving. Trying to drive a little bit more smoothly over now. The car does feel torquey. The gear shift action is really very smooth. However, I would have really personally preferred a better formed gear lever. This does feel a bit chonky to hold in the hand. Maybe if you have big hands this would feel good, but it does feel a little bit, okay, scooter full of a company, but yeah, it does feel a bit non-ergonomic, if that's a word, which suits the Altroz's gear lever. Apart from that, the car's AC is really a chiller. It chills really very well. Going for a quick acceleration again in second gear. You do have a little bit of the 3-cylinder-ness feel in the engine. However, the performance really does make up for it. And what's really very impressive is the sound. When Tata Motors said they had done some exhaust tuning, you would think it's something which is something small or something little, but Tata Motors has really done a great job with the exhaust tuning of this car. It does feel really very good. Talking about pretty important aspects of the vehicle, the brakes. The brakes do feel pretty good, nice and strong, does give a good initial bite and does inspire a lot of confidence as well. The car does feel pretty torquey, and I'm pretty sure you can pick up from slow speeds and a low gear without too much of an issue. Let's now take a left over here to see if we can try and see it in a little bit of a better driving condition. Maybe we can take a left over here and we can see that's where this useful camera comes into place. Obviously the fellow ignored my indicator. I cannot be blamed for that. Okay, taking the Altroz iTurbo Plus Racer down a city back road. Okay, doing a quick ride quality test of the Altroz. Yes, the car does feel a bit firm, a bit stiff. However, you can take bumps at speed and the car handles them pretty well. It doesn't get disturbed by these kind of bumps as such, and the car does feel pretty good. So friends, this is basically my quick review of the Altroz Racer. Not exactly sure what are the performance, the mileage figures, but again, if you buy this car, you don't really care about mileage. Pretty sure this car should return at least 11 or 12 in the city and at least 17 to 18 on the highway if driven properly. But of course, the Altroz iTurbo Racer is not meant to be driven. You need to really push the car and enjoy the performance it has to offer. Alright friends, so that's basically been my review of the Racer from Tata Motors. If you guys enjoyed the video, do give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video really soon. Take care, bye bye, drive safe. Oh, really useful for parking in tight spaces.